put one of those funky voice modulators on me, though, that'd be really cool.
Well, it's nice that we decided to start our recording with that specifically. Okay, welcome to the first annual Black Opera. Let's meet our contenders. Who would like to introduce themselves
Woo!
first? I'm just going to point
All
at
right,
you.
well,
To take the lead, I think.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll go for it.
Well, let me present you Mike Collins, one of the old friends coming to Yeld that became a monster quite early in his adventures, becoming a Deep Mage in the war against the vampire prince Dracul. Sadly, all his friends were defeated, and losing interest in the adventures of Yeld, they've gone back to a normal world. Mike left his little life until the age of 31.
Mm,
Yeah, he's an old guy.
wow.
And he's like bored of Yeld. Sadly, his herald has maybe, I don't know if that's possible, but died of old age. And he got back to the classic heroic jobs, this time in the role of the Black Mage. And now, seeing as he has nothing left to lose, except maybe his life, which is, you know, already lost in Yeld many times, he will try to def- defeat, no, maybe like explode and burn his opponents to a crisp to get maybe a chance to confront Dragons one on one.
Okay, fantastic. Emma.
Hi, I'm Emma. Oh, excuse me. Blech. I'm Emma Boyd, and I'm going to be playing Captain Kidd. My throat's still a little messed up. What's up with that? There we go. Okay. I'm playing Captain Kidd. Captain Kidd is a cat who has lived in Yeld for some time, leads a band of pirates, and in general enjoys combat for the sake of combat. And he's here to just wreck everyone's shit.
Nice.
Glucifer.
I'm playing Brook, a soldier of the deep who has decided to prove themselves by, like, they're pretty young, I guess 15, and, like, I can take on this responsibility. Let me prove it by going out and adventuring after a few years I guess a few years that would make them even younger when they left. As a freelancer, they landed on Oathbreaker and see this as a perfect opportunity to test their mettle and be like, yes, see, I am great at this.
Excellent. And Bup.
Hi, I'm Bub. I'm playing Epsil the Pi-Rat, a pirate who decided pirating wasn't much for him, and decided to become a witch before deciding that also wasn't for him and becoming a soul thief.
Nice.
Fantastic. All right. Black Opera is not actually a fight to the death. However, most matches do end in at least one contender dead. Today we are going to play a battle royale where all four of you will be fighting until the last contender stands. That contender will be our champion. We are going to start our match by each one of you rolling your brave dice, as well as any excuse me dice you might have, and that will determine which one of you will place your contender first on the board. So go ahead and make your rolls.
Let me just be the last one to play, please.
Now it looks like Bup has a 10, or Epsil has a 10, I should say. Whereas Brook is 15, Mike Collins is 3, and Captain Kidd is 11. This means Brook will need to place their contender on the board first. You'll be placing your contenders in one of the board's four corners. If you have the hide and sneak skill, you can choose to use that instead.
I do not.
All right, place that contender.
Hide and sneaking is for cowards and people who do not want to be hit.
That's true. All right. Brook chooses the southwestern corner. Our next contender to choose will be Captain Kidd.
All right. I think that Captain Kidd cares not for this slander of cowardice and is more happy to hide in the shadows and surprise her foes.
All right, Captain Kidd will be using the hide and sneak rule and not placing themselves on the board during the first round. That means Epsil will place next.
Epsil will also not place himself on the board the first round.
Very canny. All right, that leaves Mike Collins.
It seems we're going to be only 2 on the board. I like to be like close and personal.
This will make for a very brutal first round. All right. Since we have 2 contenders who are using the hide and sneak rule, I'd like to go over that really quickly. So, when you choose to use the hide and sneak rule, the contender is not placed on the action board and cannot participate in the fight until placed. Instead, the contender can choose to be placed on the action board after the end of any round of fighting. So, for example, after the first round, Captain Kidd and Epsil can choose to place themselves on the action board. The contender can appear on any square touching the edge of the action board after the first round of the fight, or on any square of the action board on the second round of the fight. So that gives you some options depending on how long you'd like to wait. All right, with that said, the first round of the match begins. The contender with the highest roll gets to take the first turn, and that is going to be Brook.
All right, good luck, everybody.
Good luck.
Good luck. Have a good one.
And fight.
All right, first things first, I have 3 run and 1 brave, so I'm going to move over here. I'm going to use a banked action to move again.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And just gonna kind of hit with a. Do you have any weapons or armor?
You mean on me? Yeah. I have my Nightbringer staff.
No armor?
Oh yeah, I have kind of a, the herald, but with tentacles like wrapped around me.
Ah, cool.
That's going to be my armor.
I do not like,
kind of heavy armor.
I do not like that, and I'm going to try to break it.
Oh.
Fair enough for me.
That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 9 break.
Oh dear.
And what weapon are you using for this attack?
I'm using a quality smithing hammer.
Nice.
All right. Sorry.
Let me just roll my defense so that you can see what you need to build. Okay, you will beat it.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah. Oh god.
Oh my god, what an upset.
Wow.
All right, can we break this down? First of all, can Brook explain to us the dice they rolled for this?
I rolled 9 dice. I grab my hammer, do a nice little flourish, and then swing with all the confidence as someone who's done this many times. Only to hit Mike Collins' armor and have that. I'm imagining there's like that anime-esque like pang. You see that little shock wave. They move back a couple inches, and I'm a little surprised that hey, their armor held.
As for
Wow.
my defense, seeing you charge in the first second of the fight, I will like throw my hand up and try to manifest some kind of deep energy, throwing some water at you, trying to push you back a bit, but that does not seem to be quite effective since you're able to come to me and hit me hard, but the tentacles and maybe the kind of push may be slightly able to protect me.
So
But,
I am just a little curious. I know in Yeld, like players win, right? The ties.
The friend is always
Friend.
going to win. I think since it's your turn, you're the friend now, so you're going to break my armor. Is that right?
We have decided that in Black Opera, a tie means no effect.
Okay.
So this attack fails, and there is no effect.
Yeah, I rolled 9 dice and got 24, and Mike rolled 6 and got 24.
This is a surprising outcome. All right, is this the end of Brook's activation? Is this the end of Brook's turn?
I would say yeah.
All right. So just to be clear, you took an action and then spent a banked action to make a move, and then also moved during your turn.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, since I have another banked action, or since I had enough movement, I would probably move right there.
Okay.
Just to box them in.
All right. All right. The next activation would go to Captain Kidd, but Captain Kidd is currently off the board, as is Epsil. So the final turn this round belongs to Mike Collins.
Yeah. Since I'm holding the Glimpsing Globe, can I use my banked actions before using my actions, or is it action then banked actions?
You can use your banked actions at any time during your turn.
Fine. Then I'll use my first bank action to try and watch around and maybe find hiding and sneaking adversary.
Oh, this is interesting. All right. To do that, you are going to let me take a look at the hide and sneak rules really quick.
I think the thing was I needed to roll smart against their hide and seek.
That is correct. A contender can use its action to try to find a hiding contender by rolling their smart dice against a contender's brave dice and their hide and sneak dice.
I'm going to.
And if you succeed, the contenders are placed on the action board right next to you.
And I guess I need to select a contender.
Yes, yes. Please choose one of the contenders to try to find.
Who's playing the cat?
That would be me.
Well, I'm trying to find you.
Alrighty then. So I'll need to roll my hide and sneak dice in
And your brave dice.
opposition. Plus my brave dice, right?
Yes, and remember you can add any brave dice from weapons as well.
Yep. So let's see. That's gonna be.
Yeah, to explain, I'm rolling my 3 smart dice with my 3 Nightbringer staff smart dice.
Okay.
Cool. So I roll a 24, and that's without using my karma dice to re-roll all those ones.
Oh wait,
Wow.
I could have used my karma dice to re-roll my attack.
Oh, well, it looks like a missed opportunity at this point.
Yeah. All right.
Keep that in mind for future
Good to remember
rounds.
for
Next time,
though.
definitely.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
everyone's having karma then.
Yeah, a lot of karma going around. All right, it looks like
Turns out it's pretty good.
it looks like Mike Collins' attempt to find his hidden adversaries was not successful.
Well, shucks. I'm going to use a second banked action to change my stuff a bit and pull out my black magic spellbook and sheath my Glimpsing Globe.
All right.
And I'll use my action to try and cast something. I will try to cast Invisible Cloak, so that I might not die right now. If I can remember correctly, it's a challenge of 18.
That is correct.
Well, let's try this. And that's not going to get.
Oh no.
God, I'm going to die so quick.
You are rolling a lot of ones,
Yeah, but not enough ones to trigger karma.
unfortunately.
And that's going to be it for me.
Okay. That is the end of the first round of combat. We are now beginning the second round. Would either of our hidden contenders like to place themselves on the action board?
No, thank you.
I'm good out here. It's cool.
Okay. The second round
I'm happy to see
begins.
how this turns out.
Yeah.
pretty sure at this point, Brooke is like, it's just a one-on-one fight. I thought there'd be more.
Yeah. The audience knows what's up. They can see the other contenders hiding in relatively plain sight. All right.
I'm assuming it's like wrestling where the stage is like raised and they're just kind of wandering around the sides.
Yeah, there's
You just can't see them.
there's a cat with a folding chair down there waiting for you.
You just wait.
Okay.
You're kind of quiet. Do you want to like maybe have some tea before we're going to check out again?
Quite.
All right.
Out.
It is the beginning of the second round, and it is Brooke's action. I would like to remind everybody that you are able to attempt to interrupt each other's actions. But I don't hear any interruptions, so Brooke, go ahead, take your first turn.
All right, this is just going to be a regular hammer hit with 4 dice. Well, a fight dirty. Fight dirty.
Okay.
That's going to be 7 dice.
For a total of 14.
Whoop.
Oh, no, that's, I'm sorry, that 14 was Mike's defense roll.
Yes. No, it's a slash R.
The slash goes before the...
I'll get it eventually. With the third time me attempting to roll. All right, 27.
Oh, look at that. Look at those sixes. My God. Okay. Well,
I try to defend then.
yeah.
Not quite
A,
fast enough.
a good roll, but not good enough. So Mike Collins falls victim to Brooke's dirty fighting. And
I'm losing a strong and smart dice.
that is correct. What does Brooke do with the rest of her turn?
Brooke is going to back up just a little.
Okay.
Oh wait, no one else is on the board. So yeah, I'll stay there actually.
All right.
Give them yeah, I realized like, oh, no one else is showing up. So, or do they show up at their turn?
They
Start.
they have the option to show up at the start of any round, so they won't be showing up this round. However, at the start of the next round, they can show up on any square of the action board.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So this one's pretty simple though. I go in to look like I'm going to throw a hammer blow, but then I just pull out some pocket sand.
Yeah, I wasn't really expecting that, and I'm taking all this into a fight.
Yeah. This is that exotic, the deep pocket sand. So this is expensive pocket sand. So.
I can feel the money
Nicely
flowing
done.
out of my face.
All right. What will? Excuse me. Mike Collins has the last action of the round.
Well, I'm still trying to defend myself some bit, so I'm trying to cast my invisible cloak again.
All right.
And this is still not it.
Wow, that's still the same result.
I'm going to move a bit. I don't like being in diagonals.
Okay. All right. That is the end.
Also, do note Nick's what Nick mentioned about
the Ring of Death.
The end of the round is the Ring of Death. Yeah.
That's right. This is the end of the second round. A magical field hums to life, and the outer ring of the action board, the outer squares of the action board, are now part of the Ring of Death. That means at the beginning of every round, at the beginning or the end of every round? Let me double check that. At the end of, starting this turn, at the end of every round, if you are in a square that is inside the Ring of Death, you will have to make a roll to see whether or not you take damage. Thank you. That's perfect. Who did that?
I did that.
Thank you very
You're
much.
welcome.
All right. It is now the beginning of the third round. We have not had a casualty yet, which I'm a little surprised by. Would either of our hidden contenders like to place themselves on the action board?
No, thank you.
Oh my
Well,
goodness.
I think it'd be a case of, since they're not on the board, like, I guess would be for like a next year or something, that they would be considered in the Ring of Death.
I
Not a
think
bad idea.
I think that's a good fix for the future, because it now occurs to me
Yeah.
that contenders could just stay off the action board for an indefinite number of turns.
However, Captain Kidd, I think. Whoops, that's the wrong tool I wanted to use. Captain Kidd will go ahead and show up on the board.
Okay.
She's gonna be over here.
Captain Kidd appears on the action board. All right. At the start of the round, Brook has the first action, unless anybody wants to try to interrupt her.
Oop, I accidentally moved the...
All right. I don't hear any interruptions. So go ahead, Brook. Take the first turn.
Ooh, the introduction of the new cat.
Just across the ring, just smirking at the both of you.
Mm-hmm. And let me reiterate: if you start your turn within the ring, within the hazard ring, the ring of death, you'll need to make the roll to see if you take damage. I explained that incorrectly previously. Anyway, Brook.
I'm gonna move right here, and then right here.
Is that a double move?
With a banked action.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to hit the cat again for a with a break.
I would like to check. Are you using any huge or trample dice amongst your roll? Okay, good to know.
All right, go ahead and make your break roll.
33.
Wow.
Wow.
Can you tell us what dice you're using?
I am using 2 strong, 2 for the hammer, the quality smithing hammer, which gives me 2 break, and then I have 3 break already.
2 strong, 2 hammer strong, 2 hammer break, and 2 and 3 break.
That seems like that doesn't. It seems like you're rolling a few more dice than what you've described. It seems like you're describing 7 dice, but
No, I have 2 strong, and then 2 strong from the hammer.
right.
The hammer also gives me 2 break.
Oh, and then you have 3 break. Yeah, okay, of course. I was trying to figure out where those extra 2 break dice came from, but of course they come from the hammer. That's a hell of a roll, even with a 1 and a 2.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. And let's see. To roll in opposition, that's
Tough. Plus armor.
gotcha.
Yep.
Thank you. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Plus my armor dice.
Unless you have a trick up your sleeve.
Please don't cry on me.
Gamble.
I can't gamble on defense.
I don't know.
I don't remember who could. I think you can only gamble on attack and.
Sorry. I'm taking a moment. I just need to
That's just fine.
make sure I understand what I'm doing.
Whoosh. Sorry, I'm putting a lot of things on the road.
That's just fine. Go ahead and take a moment. This is a big hit coming at you, and if you can avoid it, that would be valuable.
While we're at it, can I ask a question?
Yes, you can. Absolutely.
Just a reminder of spell ranges. If a spell says 5 spaces, is it 5 spaces with diagonals, or is it movement based?
Ranges. So ranges are based on
Movement.
on diagonal distance.
Okay.
Whereas movement is not diagonal. Yeah, spells are intended to reach quite far, as are ranged attacks.
Yeah, it occurs to me that I maybe should have made some different choices, but oh well.
Yeah, it looks like Captain
Well,
Kidd
that's
wasn't ready for a hammer in the face.
Yeah, she wasn't quite ready for that hammer. She thought she was far enough away, and she was not.
That witch really
So,
booked her way across the board. Or, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Brooke is an Oathbreaker now, not a witch. Wow.
Yeah.
She's surprisingly fast for an Oathbreaker.
Yeah, I
All
wanted.
right. So it looks like I've got.
I wanted.
Oh,
I
go
wanted
ahead.
to add some, like especially when you add in a banked action, some bursts of speed to them.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Captain Kidd.
I was gonna say. It looks like my maximum roll of 24 would not be enough to defend against that 33.
Okay. So it looks like
Because I've
Brooke.
got four. I've only got the 4d6, 2 tough and 2 armor dice.
Right. So it looks like Brooke lands her hit.
Yeah.
Which means that
One
Captain
die.
Kidd will lose an armor die due to the break dice.
Yep.
Okay. Does Brooke have any other actions to take on her turn?
Nope, that is it. Quite satisfied in that she broke a small cat's armor.
All right.
Best. How rude.
Well, directly after Brooke, Captain Kidd has a chance to retaliate unless anybody wants to make an interruption roll. All right. It looks like it's up to the captain
now it's
then.
time for me to stare at my sheet a little more and make sure I understand what all my dice do.
Okay. Well, if you have any questions, please let me know.
Here we go. Okay. All right. So, I'm going to go ahead and Kat's going to. Captain Kidd's going to go ahead and pull out her sword,
Okay.
and having just come out of her hide and sneak this round, she's going to go ahead and make a sneak attack, or backstab.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Sure. Absolutely.
So that's going to be 2 plus 2 plus 2.
6.
Yep. Do I want to?
Do you have anything else you can add to that?
No. Yeah. I'm double checking. Yeah. Let's see. I've got combo, but no, that's only if I've already used that.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So I think it'll be just those. So it'll be.
That is a solid roll.
That is a very solid roll.
All right. Can Brooke defend?
Yes. That is 7 dice.
7?
Yeah. Have a shield, heavy armor, and 3 tough.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, not good enough. Would the captain like to describe her strike?
All right. So after coming out of hiding and chuckling to herself amusedly, Captain Kidd was taken a bit by surprise by this armored fiend rushing towards her and smashing into her armored vest. But she quickly recuperates and leaps up onto the attacker's shoulder in order to stab into her, and then leap back off.
Amazing. So Brook loses a tough die, and I believe the captain has drawn first blood.
Yep.
Congratulations. Does Captain Kidd have anything else they'd like to do during their turn?
Let's see. I've got an action. I've got a move. Have I got anything else?
Did you have any banked actions?
No, because I've only got the one hand, so I don't have any items for it.
Ah, of course.
Alas. So, I'll go ahead and just move. How far can I move?
You can move a number.
Oh,
Yep.
mic check. Can anybody hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Welcome to the match, Nick.
Wow.
Yay! Oh, I'm so glad. Okay, yeah, apparently my headset has crapped out on me.
Oh, damn.
For those of you who are listening on the recording, this is Yeld co-creator Nick Smith, who has just joined us.
Yay, made it.
All right.
Yeah, super late.
Captain Kidd, is that the end of your turn?
Yes, that's the end of my turn.
All right. Epsil would go next. However, Epsil has chosen to remain off the action board in what is perhaps a wise move considering how much damage is flying around. So the final action of the turn goes to Mike Collins. Mike, before your action starts, you will need to make a roll to see if you are affected by the Ring of Death. So please roll a single d6.
I already rolled it right after Nick said because I thought, turn, but it was round.
Oh, well, that explains it. All right, you are not affected by the ring during this round.
I assume it tingles, though.
Yeah.
You are also rolling more than one die at this point. You are rolling a number of dice equal to the total number of rounds that have passed so far.
Oh, so
And only one of those needs to come up on a roll of 6.
Oh, okay. So we'll need you to roll 2 more dice since this is round 3.
That would be 1 more dice.
Will do.
Well, all right. We'll take that.
This
All
is
right.
round 3, correct?
Oh, okay. It is round 3.
Yeah. So a total of 3 dice. So 2 of them have come up fine.
Two again.
Thank you. Okay. All right. You are just fine. Go ahead and.
Exponentially, it's going to get worse and worse.
Yep. Go ahead and take your action, Mike.
I'm going to just take a step forward, like going out of this death ring,
Okay.
and I'm going to stuff all my beef jerky into my mouth. Chew it slowly while looking at Brook with like murderous intent.
All right. Now, using a food item does not count toward your action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try and cast an offensive spell.
No.
Okay. What are you casting?
For this, I'm going to try and cast Explode.
Nice.
Oh, that's a difficulty at 27,
Yes, but I hate it.
and with an excellent range of 6 spaces, this thing's going to hit anything on the
Oh,
board.
damn.
Since Brook took one of my smart dice and one of my strong
Strong.
dice, my hate special dice is triggered.
Okay.
Oh,
So I'm going to roll quite a bit of dice. So it's 2 for my smart, 2 for my hate, with 3 more for my staff, and then I'll add 2 for the jerkies.
Okay.
Total of
2 for
9.
jerky? I thought you could
What?
only eat. Do you only eat 1 jerky?
I can hold 2 because I'm hungry.
well, you
I
yeah,
can
you can
only eat
consume
one.
as many food items as you want.
Ah, okay.
All right. Let's see that roll.
I'm not looking forward to that. Ooh.
Yeah. And of course,
Yeah.
More than 27.
wow. Are you way over the spell? That is a fantastic
Not
roll.
only that, no backfire.
Yeah. All right. Brook has a chance to resist this spell if she can beat a roll of 37.
With smart,
Yeah, how smart are you?
with my 2 die 6.
All right, it looks like that roll is impossible. Do you have any tricks up your sleeve to avoid that?
No.
It looks like you don't. You suffer the results of an explode.
Care for a little contation?
Um,
Because,
does Mike want to explain what the spell does?
yes, can I have a little incantation first?
Yes,
For the sake of flavor. I'm
absolutely.
going
Oh, please.
to leave some of my stick inside of the death ray, the death zone, and crystallize some of its death energy into the staff, and then point it at my opponent, saying some things like, "Surging from the depth of despair comes a raging power. Feel this too." And from this incantation, a little spark of magic is going to trace forward into my opponent, which is going to explode from the inside, bursting into flames. And the effect of the spell is, if you are hit and affected by the spell, you lose 2 tough dice, and every monsters and friend on the neighboring action board squares can roll armor and tough dice against a difficulty of 10 to avoid losing a tough dice.
And that knocked
Goodness, glad I
that
moved.
knocked
Yeah.
me out.
Wow, we have our first
Wow.
fatality. My God.
So you're making me regret not hitting you off the bat. Yeah. So,
Yeah, should've focused on
I
the
thought to
mage.
myself, you know what? He had enough. Let me go after this cat, and I regret it immediately.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to
Going
make sure
back
next time
far
I
from
play,
it.
I'm going to make sure you explode via hitting in 0.3 seconds next time we play. The
Excellent.
explosion happens. I get knocked out, Team Rocket style, and as she flies through the air, all you hear as she flies off is, "I'll remember there's Mike Collins."
Amazing. All right. Does Mike Collins have anything else to do on their action? On their turn?
Regrets. And no, that's going to be it.
All right. The next action would fall to Captain Kidd. No, I'm sorry. It's the end of the round. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
Round
Sorry, this is
3.
from-
Yes, round 3 ends, and we are now at the beginning of round 4. At the beginning of round 4, at the end of round 4, the Ring of Death will contract. So please keep that in mind. All right, at the beginning of round 4, our remaining hidden contender has a chance to place themselves on the action board. Epsil, would you like to do that?
No, thank you.
There we go. My connection was struggling for a moment. Sorry about that.
All right. So because the contender in the top spot, initiative-wise, has been defeated, what we need is for each remaining contender to roll their brave dice plus their excuse me dice to determine the new order of action.
Alright. That's gonna be
Fantastic.
All
Oh,
right.
God.
It looks like Captain
Well, there you
Kidd
go.
has a 15, Mike Collins has a 1, and Epsil has a 10, which is exactly where he was before. All right. That means the first action of the round goes to Captain Kidd, unless somebody would like to try to make an interrupt roll.
No, thank you.
All right.
Alrighty. Then Captain Kidd's going to go ahead and, having seen that impressive explosion, she's going to stow her sword and swap it for a dagger,
All right.
and then fling that dagger. What is the range on dagger throws? It's anything, right?
Yeah.
You can throw it as far as you need to?
Yep.
I
It's
thought so.
it's a small action board.
Yeah. You can just go ahead and throw that dagger and use her fight dirty dice.
Don't you? No, I'm sorry to interrupt, but don't you need the full action to change equipment?
Say
Yeah, let me look. I'm pretty sure you do, and I thought.
Was that the case? I may have been mistaken.
Well, let's take a close look at the rule.
That is the rule.
You know,
If
I'm
it's
pretty
not
sure
the
you do,
case,
and I feel like. Let me see.
If a friend wishes to draw a new weapon or item during a fight or pick up a dropped weapon, they'll have to spend an action to do so, sheathing or storing any weapon or item they were holding in that hand as part of the same action. So yeah, it looks like if you want to draw your dagger out, you're going to have to spend an action to do it.
Oh, my mistake then. All right. Well, then instead, I'll go ahead and just close the distance
All right. Oh,
and fight dirty with my sword.
well, that certainly gets you there.
Those, yeah.
Let's see. In fact, that was 1, 2, 3, 4. I can make 5. So I'll move over here so that I'm not at risk of the Ring of Death.
Smart.
Then I'll make my attack. So let's see. That'll be 2 plus 4 plus 1 for the fight dirty. No backstab this time around, but that's okay.
Are you able to add combo dice to your attack?
Combo is only if I've already attacked this round, I believe.
Add to strong dice if you're...
No,
No.
I don't believe so.
Am I wrong?
Let me read the rule. Add to strong dice if you are attacking a contender that you have already used backstab, charge, lightning strike, headbutt, fight dirty, or trip against. So it wouldn't work because you haven't used it against Mike so far this fight.
specifically that target,
see.
but it should last until the end of the fight.
Yeah.
I see. I gotcha.
All
Oh,
right.
that's what I was thinking. I was thinking of Wombo Combo,
Oh,
which is
correct.
if I had already attacked this round.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's fine.
Well, it looks like Mike already has his defense roll up.
Feel free to hit that.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Not good
What?
enough.
Not good enough.
No. Mike, can you tell us how you pulled off that defense roll?
Yeah, I'll try to. The murderous cat running forward towards me, I'll maybe expand her tentacle to scare it, maybe try to scare it off, and using the distraction, I'll just duck under the sword strike.
Excellent.
Alright.
Excellent.
Dang, Mike's rolls.
Yeah. After some not so impressive spell rolls, you're really pulling out the dice. Okay. Well, I believe Captain Kidd's turn is complete.
Yep.
All right. It is Mike Collins' turn.
Yes. I think I'm going to do the basic good old black spell hurt. You're going to hurt.
Alright.
Okay.
Is it a 12 difficulty or challenge?
That is correct.
Alright.
And it looks like you succeed with a roll of 13.
Is that a backfire, I see?
I think it is. Do we have the backfire table ready?
Yeah.
In the meantime, Captain Kidd can try to resist the spell by...
That'll be my smart dice plus my small dice.
Yeah.
Being too small to hit with a spell.
Ooh, I didn't know that. It's fine. That's good.
Yeah, that's a die only cats have access to.
That's nice.
Only 11 though.
Close, but not quite. All right, so Captain Kidd takes the full brunt of the spell and loses a tough die.
What magical disaster happened?
Sinister snack.
Yes.
What'd you roll for us?
3-foot item.
Oh, is it... I'm sorry, is it Sinister Snacks? Is that what it was?
It is sinister snack. All of my
Hey.
items get a 3-foot item of their choice.
Okay. Well, in that case,
Not bad.
each of the other contenders on the action board, or each of the other contenders in the fight, can choose a single food item of their choice to receive for free.
Can you hold 2 food items?
Only if you're hungry.
Yeah.
Only if you have the hungry special
No,
dice.
then I can't hold the food, so it
Okay.
doesn't matter.
But yeah, I'll go ahead and take a free hot sausage. That sounds nice.
All right. Well, that puts us
Hey,
at the
Did you
end.
just eat my tentacle?
Ha!
Delicious.
That puts us at the end of the 4th round, which means the Ring of Death closes in
Yeah, just
by 1 square. Yes.
can I just move up 1 square?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't give you a chance to finish your turn. I apologize. Now, keep in mind, you will still be within the Ring of Death when you.
Yep.
Obviously, but,
Okay.
I'm doing my best. Okay.
Yep. All right. We are now at the beginning of round 5. I did not know if we would make it this far. At the beginning of round 5, would our hidden contender care to join the action board?
No, thank you.
Okay. That may be
I
the.
feel like you might change the rules next year.
Well, I think you're right. I mean, you're absolutely right. I think staying off the action board is not a bad idea, considering how absolutely murderous people are in this death tournament.
It's true.
All right, so it is the beginning of the 5th round, and Captain Kidd has the first action unless somebody would like to try to interrupt her.
No, that's good.
All right, Captain Kidd,
All right.
do some
So
murder.
I do have a question.
Yeah,
That combo
yes.
skill. So I attempted to use Fight Dirty. Do I need to succeed at using Fight Dirty in order to be allowed to use my combo?
Well, let's look at the actual wording. Combo says, add to strong dice if you are attacking a monster that you have already used one of these following special dice, which includes Fight Dirty, on during this fight. Our intent when writing that is that if you were successful in using it. So you have to have been successful with your attack in order to use combo.
All right, that's okay. So I'll go ahead and nosh on that free hot sausage I got, giving me a +1 to my next strong roll, and or +1 strong roll, just strong dice. However it works.
Yep, +1 strong core dice.
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
And then I'll go ahead and fight dirty again.
Okay.
That's going to be 2, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. That's a fairly strong roll.
Hey,
Look at that. Mike Collins, are you able to defend?
I already rolled my defense.
Oh, you did?
So I'm getting hit.
Okay.
right.
Captain, would you like to describe your attack?
Yeah, so the captain, after taking a quick moment to munch on that sausage that appeared out of nowhere, goes ahead and slips between Mike's legs and then just kind of bonks the back of one of them, like in the hamstring, with the butt of her sword.
Okay. Excellent. So Mike has now lost another strong and another smart dice?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well, Mike,
Getting dumber and dumber.
hopefully you'll still be able to cast some spells. Is that the end of the captain's turn, or does the captain still have some action to take?
No, that's it for the captain.
All right. Then the next turn goes to Mike.
Yeah.
And yep.
Die.
Amazingly, you managed to avoid damage in the Ring of Death, even though you had to roll 5 dice. So congratulations. You're really lucky we didn't decide to have that trigger on a 1 instead of a 6.
Yeah. You sure you don't want to re-roll all of those ones
Yeah.
with your karma thing?
Yeah, I mean,
Perfect karma roll.
yeah. All right, Mike, what will you be
I think
doing?
how much harder it would be.
In retrospect, it's a bad thing that you didn't place it on 1. But now that Captain Kidd just hit me, I'm angry. I'm hateful, and I'm going to use that again.
Okay.
And I'm going to hurt you. Still. But again, a little more. I'm going to use my hurt spell on you. For a total of, I'm going to reroll that. Thank you. I'm going to use karma and try to reroll.
Okay.
Well, wait. No, I won't.
You do succeed.
No. Yeah, I succeed. So why do I need? No, I'm not going to reroll that.
There is the danger of a backfire.
Yeah, but backfires are so fun.
Okay.
They are.
Yeah, that is true.
All right. Nick, can you look at the backfire for that?
Yeah, so we're using the fall table here, and we're on a major magical disaster because this is the second one. So we're coming in with pay to win. A pro spellcaster contracts you through magical networks with an option to pay coins to gain a momentary advantage to your spellcasting. So you can spend some coins here, or lots of coins, or tons of coins, and the next time you would cast a spell this fight, you're going to get some extra dice.
Oh my goodness.
I see that some fans are rooting for me.
Yeah, it appears so.
Right. And I think you have some coins to spend. So do you want to go ahead and spend them?
I have some coins to spend, and I'm going to spend them right now. Not for this spell, but
All
I'm
right.
going to spend them.
All right. So yeah, the next time you cast a spell this fight, you will get an extra die.
All right.
I'm pleased as punch that one of mine was able to be used.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, was the captain able to resist that spell?
I have not yet rolled.
Okay.
So let's see.
Oh.
I've got 2 smart dice, my +1 small, and if I remember correctly, harm does just straight up tough
Lose your
dice
core
damage,
dice.
right?
Yes, that's right.
That's
And
right.
I'm down to my last tough die. However, I do have 9 lives.
Can you tell us what 9 lives does?
So 9 lives, you can add it to your restore rolls, but also you may add it to any armor roll or smart roll to resist attacks or spells that would reduce you to 0 tough dice.
Okay.
That's
You
right.
keep track of the number of times you use it though, because you can only use it 9 times.
Well,
And you cannot buy it again afterwards.
you may end up using it all 9 times during this fight.
I might.
All right, let's see that roll. Oh my God! Okay,
Oh, look at that.
a 14 means a
That is
tie,
excellent.
and all effects are canceled. The spell does not go off. Wow,
Let
amazing.
me double check what we said for ties here.
Oh,
That's
what-
what that's what I ruled earlier in the match.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember if we had written anything down for that or not. I thought we had.
I feel like we accidentally left it out, but that is what we discussed when we were planning the event.
Yeah, I know we talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
All right.
Okay, well, there you go.
Okay. With that stunning upset, the end of round 5. We are now at round 6. Keep in mind, at the end of round 6, the ring will contract again. Since it's the beginning of round 6, it's time to ask if our hidden contender would like to join the fight.
Actually, I would this time.
All right.
Oh, dear.
You are able to place yourself on
you,
any
like-
square of the action board. Yep.
Right here, I guess.
All right.
All right. Now, it is the
Center stage.
top of the turn. Captain Kidd has the first action unless someone would like to try to interrupt her.
Can I try to interrupt?
Yes, you can. Roll your excuse me dice plus your brave dice. And the captain will defend that by rolling brave dice.
All right.
Oh.
Oh, it looks like
But I think that I won't excuse you, actually.
You know, it was fine. I did see this entire
You
fight.
did. That was a bit rude of you.
this is
Now's your chance.
this is the politest black opera that we've ever had.
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to go. Oh no, I got it. Oh yes, after you. Sorry.
All right, the captain has the first action.
Remind me, restore rolls. Do they take up an action?
Well, it depends. In most cases, in a combat, restore rolls cannot be used unless you have something that's going to allow you to
Oh,
use
I
it in
see.
some way.
Yes.
So, for example, as a soul thief, you could potentially kill another player and get their soul, and as part of that action, I think, is that would allow you to attempt a restore roll. That would be one use for it, and there are a few others that can use it as well.
Yes.
Unfortunately, you cannot use it in the middle of a fight to come back or to gain back dice.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for the reminder.
Thanks for asking.
So, ignoring this rude interloper, Captain Kid's going to go ahead and follow up on her previous attack with a combo against the mage in front of her. So that's going to be a, let's see.
Ooh, that's a lot of ones.
Can I karma that?
You can't, but I believe
You can
the
karma any
captain.
roll.
I believe the captain has karma herself. Am I wrong about that?
Yeah.
The captain does have karma. She also hasn't rolled yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
That was into my attack roll.
I got confused. I got confused by the rolls that were being made on the feed. And
No worries.
and Mike, the answer is yes.
I'm going to use it. That's a little better.
Let's see. I'm going with. Alright. That's 76.
Oh,
Hey,
that's
It's going to be a tough dice loss, yeah?
almost double.
Yep, that's definitely a tough dice loss.
Look at that. All right, it looks like Mike Collins is losing their first tough die.
oof.
Does
Well, what does that combo look like?
With Mike Collins still a little off balance, Captain Kid's going to just straight up jump into their chest and slash them with the sword.
okay? Well, it was certainly effective. Does the captain have anything else they'd like to do with their action, with their turn?
I think the captain will take a step back and look at the newcomer and say, "All right, your turn, friend."
And it turns out it is Epsil's
We're
turn.
not gonna move. Okay. Epsil's gonna move one down. Eat a hot sausage. and then whack Captain Kid with his broom.
I give you the opportunity to
Alright.
attack Mike, and you come after me. I see how it is.
Because you have one tough die
Now you
left.
know how I feel. Also,
The poor ghost.
I'm assuming at the end of this round is when I finally land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see Epsil's attack roll.
29.
Huh.
Good rolls.
Dang.
Yeah. All
That is
right.
a solid roll.
Can the captain defend?
I'm not so sure she can.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's just checking. What dice are you using on that attack?
I'm using 5 strong and 3 backstab.
Where do you
Oh.
go?
That'll do it.
Wrong.
That is,
Well, I get two. I have 2 coal strong, 2 from my broom, and then 1 from eating a hot sausage.
yeah, that really stacks up.
It's that extra one will
Yeah.
do it.
And waiting all this time to come in and
Food's
use your
really important.
backstab was really effective.
Hard.
All right. Well, does the captain have any options? 9 lives will help a little bit, but I don't
Not
think.
quite enough, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think that's enough to give you a
definitely
chance.
2d6,
Yeah.
I believe, just tough. No, not 2. 3d6, but still
Yeah,
not enough.
I'm a.
Did you take Daredevil?
I didn't.
Mm,
You told me to, and I didn't. And
Uh,
I should have.
I didn't even get a chance to use brutal courage.
unfortunately,
Oh yeah.
I think the captain is losing her final tough dice.
The captain falls to her little kitty knees and says, "Alas, alas, my life."
The crowd
Dramatically falls.
the crowd stands and gives you a solemn round of applause.
That was fantastic.
It is an opera after all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to play it up. All right, Epsil has scored the second kill of the match, and we are down to just the 2 killers facing off. Does Epsil have any other actions to take during their turn?
Yeah, but after gaining a bank action from lowering Captain Kid to 0 HP, I would like
Uh-oh.
I would like to spend that back action to roll hide and seek and disappear from the game board.
All right. Go ahead. You'll be rolling your hide and seek roll against Mike Collins' smart roll to see if you can vanish from his sight. So, Mike, go ahead and make a smart roll.
I think you get out. Oh no, you don't. Come
No!
back here.
Oh,
Whoa.
look at that.
Okay. Now, Mike,
That was a close roll. All right.
Mike, it is your action, but at the start of your turn, the Ring of Death goes off, and you have to roll 6 dice.
6 dice, yes.
Oh, can you get lucky again?
Oh
No.
Oh, there's one.
All right, you lose a tough
That's
die,
a tough die.
Ouch.
but it is your turn now.
Yes. First of all, I'm going to move a bit. I'm going to try everything for everything, and I'm going to use my sacrifice. Just before that, I have a question.
Yes.
Is a spell cast on an opponent considered an attack?
Yes.
Okay, so does my pain train special dice fire?
What do you think, Nick?
Oh, I see what you mean. Adding Pain Train to... Let me see how it's written. I think it would be okay, but I just want to read it really quick.
Yeah, let's double check that. I feel like the answer is yes.
Add to attacks. Okay, so in this scenario, I would say that this is meant to specifically be attacks and not spells. We do clarify sometimes add to attacks and spells. Sometimes we just say attacks.
Oh, you're right. I jumped the gun when I said yes on that.
Specifically, the situation of Pain Train, I would say this is specifically just for attacks, and spells would fall into a different category and gain different benefits from other types of dice.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Waggy, when you said, is this an attack, what I heard was, is this an aggressive action?
Oh, no.
I apologize about that. Yeah, yes. So yeah, the wording for Pain Train would just be for melee and ranged attacks, not spells.
Okay. Can I think a bit?
Yeah, go ahead. Take a moment to think while the 2
This might be
contenders
the
circle each
deciding
other.
Action.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
This-
might be my last action, because in front of a soul thief, if I do not close up the fight, it's
Yeah.
over.
yeah, pinned between the sudden arrival of a soul thief and the blazing hot death ring.
But
Sure, I
that
think it's going to
raised my
move after your
disadvantage.
action as well.
I already moved.
No, the ring itself is going to move.
No, we're going to be the... Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because next turn is round.
This will be end of round 6.
Yes, this is the end of round 6. So during round 7, it'll be moving again. Or it'll be closed in, I should say.
What do I do? 18, 4, 5. 5d6. Is 5d6 able to get me to an 18?
Wow.
Those aren't
You
the
know-
worst odds.
I'll try it.
I
Try
I
to
would
cast
Worth
my...
a shot.
I would say on average, yes.
Yeah, but averages do not work for me right now.
I feel like your rolls have been good though,
Yeah, for some
at least in the
things.
last couple.
I would have loved to be like one square closer to just use scary face, force you to move.
Oh,
inside of the
oh,
death field.
That would be really good.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
See, I was thinking of taking a huge weapon just so that I could potentially knock you out of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
But given my experiences with huge weapons, I'm like, you know what? I'd rather not try to risk that.
Okay, so I think I've made my decision.
Okay, what were you gonna do?
I'm going to use my last spell slot for invisible cloak, using my smart, my Nightbringer staff,
Okay.
and using the dice that was provided by my secret admirer.
Smart.
That's right.
Maybe I'll survive one more round. So that's plus one dice. That's plus one die.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's go. And
That's a success. Look at that. It does backfire, though.
Ooh, and a major.
Yeah, let's see that backfire roll before we go any further.
what do I get with a 9?
A 9. A 9 is exchange rate. Caster exchanges the highest and lowest core dice for the rest of the adventure. So I think you just got some healing back. I think you just got a few tough dice back.
Well,
Potentially, or you might have a 0 in something else. I'm not sure what your stats are right now.
actually, my strong is now 0. My smart, tough, and brave dice are 1.
Oh, what? Wow. Okay.
Dang.
I didn't realize you were in such bad shape, but I guess taking 2
You're welcome,
fight
Jack,
dirties. My God.
Well, I guess I'm
Well, it
not
sounds
going
like
to-
you get to you get to switch that 0 with one of those ones. I would suggest not choosing tough, but it's up to you.
I would like to use smart just for the fun of it, but I think since in any case next turn the ring is going to move, right?
Yes.
Yes, I
Mhm.
think I won't be able to move around, so I'll go and just take back my brave dice out.
All right.
All right.
That means you can. If I know you already took a move, but now that you have one more brave die, you can use that one more square of move
No.
if you want.
It's exactly.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh my God. Okay. Well, with that, is that the end of our round then, or do you have anything else you'd like to
The
do?
end of my round.
Okay. The end of the round, the end of round 6, the ring closes in again.
Wait. No, this is the third one. Wouldn't it be a legendary?
Backfire?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Did I not? I thought I. Wait. Hold on.
well, I think we should stick with what we rolled, or what we went with, since we've already gone through it.
Did I look at the wrong table?
I wouldn't be mad if I can have like another.
Okay. Let's go ahead and look at what the other option is.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I did. I'm sorry. I looked at the wrong table. Instead, if we want to sort of go back here a second, Curse of the Old Kings is what you would have rolled, which is you grow horns out of your forehead. You gain a headbutt die, +1 charge special dice, but you can't wear clothes or armor on your head. So anything you're wearing right now, it just goes poof as the horns destroy it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to get back the old one because the hard sword is on my head.
Okay. We'll go with the first result then, if everybody's fine with that. All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
We are at the start of the 6th round. Because our lead contender was killed during the last round, we will need to determine a new lead contender. So the 2 surviving contenders will roll their excuse dice plus their brave dice.
I think Bob is going to be first because I have no more brave dice to roll.
All right. In that case, we'll just allow Bup to take the first turn unless somehow Mike Collins can interrupt them. And I'm sorry, Bup, I should be referring to you as Epsil, your contender's name. So I don't hear an interruption. So what is Epsil's action?
Choose the flavor of death you will bring to me.
Here comes the
Yeah, here it comes.
big attack, I assume.
I think we're all waiting for it.
I'm not even scared, I'm breasty.
All right. And is this just a normal attack, or are you using any special dice?
Also, is your microphone still working?
Oh, I think we have lost Epsil.
I don't know. Yeah, I can't hear.
Yeah.
Maybe a reset will do the trick.
Yeah, you can also type and tell us what you've done if you like.
Yeah, that's an option.
I assume this is an attack of some kind, but maybe Epsil has... Yep, okay.
Okay.
A normal attack. Can Mike Collins defend?
Just a thing, Epsil, did you roll half your strong? Because with
That's right. We got to make sure that we're
Yeah.
taking into account
you can
visible
only
flow.
roll half your strong or smart dice, and you can never add weapon dice when trying to take an action against me.
Yeah, so...
That was my wild card.
Yeah, that may make the difference.
It might.
So I guess
It might save you for the turn.
Epsil's attack needs to not include any weapon dice and just their just half their strong dice.
Oh,
So-
Oh, but it looks like maybe that's what they did, since what they typed is normal attack, just strong.
Can you hear me again? now?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. No, I added weapon dice for that.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. Please just roll with. All right. So any attack you make can't include your weapon dice, and your strong dice are halved for the purpose of the attack, which makes it a little tough.
Okay, I'll just. Can I do something else then?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Then I'm just going to immediately bank my action and then spend it to try to disappear.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Go ahead and make a hide and sneak roll. Mike Collins can again make a smart roll to try to keep you from hiding.
This will be another close roll. I think you're rolling the same amount of dice. Or
I'm at the start. Yeah, it is the same amount of dice. Let me just make sure.
Okay.
Look at that.
Epsil has successfully removed themselves from the action board. Okay. Mike Collins, it is your action. It is your turn. Your opponent has vanished, and suddenly the death ring is burning at you as it surrounds you. You'll need to roll 6 dice here.
So the way I see this
I think we're at.
is the one opponent ran away. They survived this.
I mean, that's a good
You know
question. I think once the ring has completely consumed the board, I don't think there's going to be any more hiding. I feel like there'll be no choice but to fight at that point.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll
But-
still burn in the
Well-
death ring.
It's
Well, we've still got the ring won't close again until round 8, so we've still got a little bit of time before that. So I'm sorry. We'll need Mike Collins to make the death ring rolls.
Yes.
Or did you already
There
do?
we go.
All right, here we go. For all the marbles, it looks like.
Oh,
wow!
Holy crap!
No way.
I feel like Mike is somehow immune to the death ring.
He's like, I've
Very
been, in,
impressive.
Except for the
I've
one
been
time.
in this death ray enough to know its tricks.
Right. That's amazing.
Don't die.
Okay, what will Mike be doing with their turn?
First of all, get out of the death ray.
Right.
And I might be, can I try something that isn't in the rules? Yeah, I know it's ominous to say that, but can I try to, how do I say that? Galvanize the crowd.
You can certainly try. Is there an effect you're hoping to produce?
I don't know, maybe give me some little bit of oomph for the next roll.
Well, so one of the things you could do if you wanted to is you could spend your action to bank an action, which would give you an extra action to use. And you could say how you're doing that is by galvanizing the crowd.
I think I'll do that. I'm just going to bank an action and
In addition to that, would you like to
Yes.
continue your invisible cloak spell, or do you want to just call that off?
Oh, thanks for bringing that up.
So you need to make
Yes.
a new smart roll for that one.
Yes.
I can just imagine them like hyping up the crowd, but the crowd can't see it, and they're like,
Right.
"Yay! Both of them are off the board."
So you managed to maintain
Invisible one's vanished.
you managed to maintain your invisible cloak, and there are your 2 6s, by the way, that would have killed you in your last roll. So good to get those out. All right, the crowd is a little confused because it appears like both contenders have vanished, but some of them understand that you've just turned invisible and that Epsil has retreated to get into a better position. So they nervously clap. They're eager to see what the next round will bring. Mike, was this the end of your turn?
It is.
All right, we are at the top of the round. Epsil, would you like to re-enter the action board?
I would like to, yes.
All right. The Soul Thief reappears.
My last opponent.
Oh wait, no, you're not a Soul Thief. You're a witch, aren't you?
Well, I was a witch. I'm a soul thief now.
Oh, okay. I wrote that down
Like
wrong.
you do.
I apologize. What will your action be?
Well, first, for my action, I would like to switch the dagger I'm holding for the glimacing globe.
Okay. I guess that makes sense since you won't be able to use a weapon to attack him anyway.
Yeah. And that gives me 2 banked actions.
Oh boy.
I will half my strong. So I'm gonna try to attack with half of my strong. And my backstab I get.
Okay.
I think the backstab's what's going to do it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So break might have been useful.
Yeah.
It's really hard against.
8.
All right. So, was that 1 strong die and 3 backstab? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oof.
Oh, but Mike was able to defend.
My heralds crawling to me.
All right.
I'm gonna
This
I'm
black
gonna use-
mage is unkillable.
I'm gonna use the second bank action given from the glimacing globe to attack again.
Okay.
Nice.
That's a very good roll.
So scared.
Oh wow, that is a really good roll.
Yeah.
Going to be it.
All right.
Oh.
Can you describe the strike that wins you the match?
Epsil coming out of the shadows whiffs his first broom swing right over on Mike's head, and then coming back in hits again, knocking them right back into the electric field.
Amazing.
Oh,
I'm.
man.
Yeah.
I think
Oh, go ahead.
I'm sure that the crowd must be shocked at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, this was a surprising fight to be sure.
Out of
Um,
nowhere, two contestants just reappear and then they start
What?
fighting.
Yeah.
Just
That
nobody was expecting it.
this
An
was
awesome fight.
this was a very surprising match to me. I thought that Mike Collins was going to dominate, which he did, but it was after a very rocky start. Um, I think Epsil's strategy of sticking back into the last moment was very smart. I wonder if Captain Kidd getting into the fight a round earlier is what actually doomed her, because otherwise she was really kicking ass. And Brook made a really scary first impression by just
Oh.
knocking the crap out of everybody right away.
Here's the funny thing: is Brooke off the bat? I'm like, she's gonna do damage, but anything spell related, she's gonna crumble.
Well,
But
Yeah.
I just never got a good roll. I got one good roll against Mike. Everything else was like, nope, didn't happen.
we had some very swingy rolls this match. Well,
Yeah.
all right. So first of all, I would like to say thank you to all four of you for participating. This was a lot of fun.
Oh, this was great.
Yeah, thank you
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
much.
it was super fun.
Yeah, like it's kind of neat being able to build a character just outside of the game and just see how it plays out.
Yeah.
Captain Kidd got what she came for, an honorable, dramatic death.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's right.
I got team rocketed outside of the board. I'm happy.
Yeah.
It was interesting to see how all four of you were very, very powerful at certain phases of the game of the match.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'd like to
Everybody had sort of an opportunity to shine.
Yeah, I'd like to congratulate Epsil for being our first ever Black Opera champion.
I don't know if you can hear it clapping, but it's there.
Bop, you are the winner of this tournament. So first of all, you're going to receive the official Black Opera champion title. That's a title that you can carry with you, and we'll hope you'll come back and defend next time. You're also going to receive a special trophy, and we'll talk to you about that later this week, as well as the Elixir of the Gods special legendary item that you can use in any Yeld game. And again, we'll talk about those prizes later this week, as well as the illustration of your champion that I'll be creating for you.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Our
Really, that's the main reason I got into this. I wanted to try to force Jake to draw another cat.
good luck.
He hates it. He hates it.
I
but
did.
had to do it.
I did. I
Had
was
to try.
I was secretly plotting against you. I changed all your roles.
He brought ringers
Yeah.
in.
Yeah. Now officially, that's hilarious because Emma is totally my ringer. By the way, Emma is our social media manager.
Hi.
Congratulations
Well, one of them.
again.
Yeah, that's true. So
That was a great fight.
now officially, we have a runners-up prize for the second and third place contenders. I would really like to extend this to all three of our runner-up contenders, and this will be a special runner-up digital trophy that you can have a picture of and save on your hard drive like an NFT.
Aw.
It was not intended to be an NFT. It was intended to just be like something cool you could put on your profile and everybody would be woo.
But it can be an NFT.
No. I'll tell you what. In the title of it, I'll write like I'll write your name and then runner-up trophy, and that way it'll be just for you. And don't share it with anybody, or it'll lose value. All right. So, if
a
you
non-forgeable trophy.
right,
Yeah.
it'll be no fucking trophy.
No fucking trophy.
No.
So, our original plan, as I said before, was for this to be an initial match, and then we would have a series of 2 versus 2 matches next month. Obviously, we've settled the whole thing here, and that's not necessary. However, at the beginning of next month, we'd like to invite you all to join a special match where, as a group, you would get to fight last year's champion. So if any of you are interested in that, we'll be posting details about that before the end of the month.
That could be
That
cool.
sounds fantastic.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I think that could be fun.
I hope you are aware that this is going to be absolutely brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've been working on building the champion, and I'm trying to make sure it's something that won't be destroyed by the four of you so quickly. So
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's something that I will not lose to by the third turn.
Make sure it's not explode.
I mean, I'll make sure to put that in my
Mind
notes.
you, I take this
to-
as they are the biggest threat. Let's get rid of them first. And I'm like, yes, I am.
Right. Well, I think that's a good point. I think if Brook hadn't been taken care of, she would have continued to just go around and smash armor, leaving everybody
Very much
vulnerable.
so.
Oh, smash
Yeah.
armor and smarts. That's
Yeah.
It's not what she's built for, but at the same time, it's what she's really good at.
I am amazed that Mike Collins was able to keep casting spells after losing two tough dice or two smart
Yeah,
dice.
I mean,
great.
You really should have kept
that is a
going after
classic
Mike.
black mage.
Oh, and how
Yeah.
much
Yeah.
explode dice he rolled and just like got so high. I'm like, yeah, I can't make that.
That was really cinematic. That was a devastating. That was probably the most devastating moment in the match.
Yeah.
No, let me
Oh, yeah,
rephrase
when
that.
they explode is just such a game changer.
That was the second most devastating moment in the match. The most devastating moment in the match was Mike surviving the ring 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, there's something about it being so like canonically black mage that the black mage just survives out of sheer like hate and pain
Yeah.
until the very last
My
minute.
hate, my pain, and all of my sorrow.
The black mage kind of has a thing where it snaps both his fingers and points. It's like, I survive out of spite.
Yeah.
Yep.
To be
Now I
real,
kind of want to make a shining finger.
to be real, I'm
black
kind of
mage.
I'm kind of sure that my secret admirer secretly put a word on me just so that I could survive the death race.
It may have been that your secret admirer was the prince himself.
Oh no, please don't
Oh,
do
no.
that.
Yeah.
Oh
Sure,
no.
that's
Wait,
his favorites.
the last time you did something, did you add that extra dice because of the gamer supports?
That was from that was when he did his invisible
Invisible
cloak spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because it does continue through the rest of the match. But
Oh, does it?
again,
Does it? Is it every? I thought it was just the next spell.
no, it was until the end of the adventure.
Oh, okay. I also thought it was
I-
just the next
I
spell.
mean,
That's what we get for
it does
using a.
cost coins. So
Yeah, that's what we get for using a rule we didn't write.
Sorry.
That's
yeah,
fine.
it's definitely Lucifer's fault.
Yeah.
Don't worry. In any case, it wouldn't have changed much because like all my spells were like successful until that point.
Yeah.
After that point.
That's true.
So
Mm.
it doesn't
Except
change
the fact
anything.
that I still feel good that hey, that role was included. It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
was fantastic. Like,
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, it's really fun.
It's really interesting to see how other players build things in
Mhm.
a way. Like this character is quite different from what I'm playing, and just seeing how like yeah, it could work this way. Minor
Yes.
tweaks.
Well, I'm really interested in seeing what might happen if you all build characters to come back and fight next year, and how
Yeah.
this experience might change
Yeah.
it. We're hoping to run next
This is
year's.
something we want to continue doing.
Yeah, we're hoping to run next year's tournament in the fall, or not in the fall, in the
Yeah.
spring. So that it's not a full year away, but also so that we can have access to different spring things.
Yeah.
Yeah, different clothes items, different magical disasters. We also will be, expanding and revising to make the experience better. I think, we learned a lot from this game about what we can change and what's going to make this a better experience for sure.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure at this point Brooke is like, okay, I know what to do next time. I'm not gonna change my things. It's perfect.
Right.
Other things need to change.
Yeah. I feel like what Brooke's going to do is like bring an anchor.
Yeah.
So when they get knocked off the board, they won't go flying over the stands.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Land outside the board.
Well, thank you all so much for competing. I'm going to stop the recording now.